How's it going, everybody? Dustin here for The Hook. I wanted to talk a little bit today about something that I think is really super important that I feel like I should talk about on my channel. Now, I don't normally talk about my camera gear near as much on camera as I do my fishing gear. That's going to change. So, I have some things I want to get into right now. Now, you will notice that some of the software that I'm using right now is a little different from I've ever used before. This I'm using right here is KindMaster. It's an app you can download. It will have the watermark on it, but I don't care. I am just using it because I want to try it out and see how it works for me. I found this through a YouTube video. If I find it, I'll post a link in the description and let you know about it too. I think I know where it's at. We'll be clear on that. So, anyway. Now, I want to talk a little bit today about some things. Now, usually every week, I try to pick one day out of my 3-day weekend to go shoot photography, which is usually Friday. I usually have my GoPro Hero Session 5, which is here on my head. I have my iPhone 6, which I'm filming with right now, and I have my Nikon D3300, which is at home. I use all three of them to do different shots and different things. Some things have been happening for me lately that are really good, and I haven't really shared anything on my channel because I didn't have any original content. I want something that is inspiring, not something that sucks. So I wanted to do something for my channel that was going to actually make sense, if that makes sense to you. So, something that I've wanted for quite some time, and I've drooled over this for the better part of a year, I think it is. I've wanted the frog rod. Everyone who knows me knows I've been talking frog rod. And I've used everything in the book as far as rods. I bought them from pawn shops. You know, I've got them at other stores, and they just didn't work for me. They didn't have the correct stiffness. Frog rods, by the way, are going to run you at least $100. That's like base price. Unless you get a discount for like 80, which is rare. So if you get it like at 80, take it. I happened to see one for 80 yesterday. I decided, you know what? I'm going to go across over there to my buddy Blake's shop at Becker's Tackle Shop in Coeur d'Alene and go support him. And that's exactly what I did. I went and picked up this Dobbins Fury Series FR765 flipping stick. This is 7'6", 12 to 25 pound line, medium heavy flip, fast action flipping stick. Now, I got to use this up on the bridge behind me just a few minutes ago. It had really great action. I was really impressed with everything that I saw. I could not ask for a better rod. See if I can pass this along on camera without looking too dinky and dorky. It's end to end. This is the tallest fishing rod that I own. I mean, I own quite a few 7-footers, but this is the very first 7'6". I paired that with my loose speed spool, 641 gear action. It's not being used for pretty much anything else because I have other reels to do other things, so I used it as that. The reason why frog rods cost so much is they're stiff as a board. They don't have any give to them at all, and that's exactly what you want in a frog rod. Now, a crankbait rod is going to be very similar, but it's going to have at least a little bit of bend in the front. You want some bend when you throw in crankbaits. Frog rod's not going to have that. Now, I can throw crankbaits on here, but I'm not going to. I may throw my heavy swim baits, though, that I got from Mr. Tackle Box. So, this rod right here that I'm holding, see, it's actually here. This was my gift to myself. Now, I got a job earlier this past January as a temp, and recently got hired on full hire. All my paperwork's in, and it's effective within a week or two. So, I wanted to go get that done. That was kind of my gift to myself. I've got protective rod stock goes over it. I've got a reel protector goes on here, over here on the spool. Really cool. Now, I haven't talked too much about this guy. This, my GoPro Hero Session 5. I haven't even done a review on this yet. This thing has been the best thing. It's got voice activation. It takes pictures in in all kinds of different settings. It's 10 megapixels. It's got a readout right there. That's one button up here. This is to shoot with. This is to turn everything on and off. I shoot with this pretty much all the time. I very rarely pull out the Nikon D3300, but when I do use it, I'm shooting with it. With this on top of the Hot Shoe adapter. It's a really cool piece that I got that I haven't even shown on camera yet. So it's a really cool little toy that you're able to do a lot of things with. Usually I'll carry this with a wrist strap that I have on my wrist when I'm walking around, like I did today when I was out and about. It's a really cool little toy. I highly recommend it. When I got the GoPro here a few months ago, I got it for like 200, I want to say 229 something plus tax. Then I got a $25 accessories kit with all the GoPro accessories I could ever want. So I'm pretty well impressed. I'm going to be making some videos pretty soon on what I'm shooting photography wise, where I like to shoot and all that kind of thing. Oh, and you might see these guys, my aviators. These I got at work for like $5.30. They're not what you call real aviators, but they do work. And these are technically my work sunglasses. For if I'm out on break or something, I can have something I can leave at work and I can mess with, instead of having taken my good fishing sunglasses and losing them. This is just kind of a pair that I don't care if anything happens to it. This is kind of a whatever video, just kind of thrown together. I haven't had a lot of time to film, so I'm just now sitting down and doing some. I don't think I've filmed anything for like the past 2 weeks, I think it is. Sorry about that. I just don't want to bore you guys with, oh, I'm going to be doing this, or I'm going to be doing that, but not actually doing it. So I want to be actually doing it before I present it to you. I think I've done a little bit too much of that, I might add. I am my own worst critic, you know. Well, that's all I have for now. You guys have a great day, and as always, fish on.